Hi guys, KP this side. Hope all of you are doing good. This is a short DEM decoding equity markets video on 26th of February. Uh, Normally I don't enjoy when markets are closed, but right now the kind of situation that we have, I think it's a breather for us. That market is closed today. Otherwise, the markets are just dropping down, with no signs of recovery. Any recovery in the market, and these shorters are just looking at it as a sell opportunity. We are at the mercy of 22,500 support now. Nifty index is standing at 22,550. So I think this has to be the last hope. 22,500 if broken, we don't know where we are going to stand after that. Uh, if you ask me, the next support will probably be at 22,200, 250 range. But I just hope we don't have to see that. That is very painful. Yeah, very painful, because it's at index level you still feel the markets have corrected only 13-14% maybe from the Nifty's all-time high. But अगर आप वैसे सोचोगे तो if you compare the stocks with the prices 4, 5, 6 months back, a lot of stocks would have corrected, 40%, 45%, 50%. Some of the good stocks are also beaten down. That is where the real pain comes from. Okay, so overall guys, if you ask me, we are probably at the enough is enough zone now, and from here I think the markets should bounce back. Even if they don't bounce back, probably the downside left from here is going to be very small. So my suggestion to all of you is that if it's delivery based holdings that you have, then definitely there is no doubt that you have to hold your shares. If you are doing SIPs, you have to continue doing your SIPs. In fact, I would say this is the time when you should try to increase your SIPs a little bit. I get messages, crazy messages I get, where people are asking me, should I redeem my SIPs, because earlier I had 40-50% return on my portfolio, but now it has come down to 10-15%. So how can you even think of booking your SIPs or exiting your SIPs जब आपने 30-35-40% के रिटर्न्स को बुक नहीं किया? तो अभी 10-15% के रिटर्न्स आप कैसे बुक कर सकते हो विद द एंटिसिपेशन कि वो भी चला जाएगा? नो, इट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू बी अ free fall for the markets from here. It's not like a pack of cards coming down. Markets will recover, don't worry about it. There has to be some reason. I keep telling this to you again and again. There has to be some reason for markets to fall. Right now I can't find any good justification for markets to fall. Yes, we may see a recovery which will be time taking, but may not be very swift. But that does not mean that markets will not recover from here. I personally have a very strong feeling that markets may recovery आएगा, and I feel the recovery in the markets may take all of us by a surprise, where I feel maybe the second half of 2025 will come as a shocker for many of us. Maybe I personally have a very strong feel that 2025 December we might see Nifty going past 27,000 also. So that is how I look at markets. I am not trying to be superficially bullish on the markets, but I have a very strong strong and positive attitude as far as the Indian economy is concerned. Like I always keep telling you, I am ultra bullish on the Indian economy, and that will definitely reflect in the share markets. However, at this point of time, is it just the Indian markets which are looking extremely pricey and expensive? Because when I look at the indices from at global level, most of these indices are very close to their 52-week high. That is the all-time high. So if I look at the US Dow Jones, it is trading at 43,684, where the all-time high is around 45,000. Nasdaq is trading around 19,100 mark. All-time high is around again 20,000. FTSE, if we look at its yesterday's high was 8712 points, whereas its all-time high is 8820. CAC is 8107, yesterday's high. 8259 is its all-time high. DAX has done its all-time high yesterday, only 22,576. Hang Seng has again done its all-time high yesterday itself, which is 23,700, close to 23,700. So when you look at the global indices, things are looking pretty good. It's just the Indian markets which are suffering at this point of time. People have different theories for that. Some people are saying Indian markets are very expensive. Some people, so when something happens ना, आप एक बात समझिए, equity markets में the easiest thing to do is do a post facto analysis. Once something has happened, people will have their own reasons to justify it. So right now there are a lot of theories. Some people feel Indian markets are very expensive. Some people think the third quarter results have been disappointing, although I don't feel so. It's not like the results have been have taken you by a shock, or it's a bolt from the blue kind of a results. You have been you have suddenly got very pessimistic about Indian economy as a whole. Nothing like that. Some people, some brokerage houses are of a belief that the money is shifting from India to China, which to some extent may be true. And then some have this, some come from this school of thought that it is because of the Trump imposing a lot of tariffs on India, the reason why the fund houses are selling in India right now. It may be a mixture of all these factors, but there is no one factor which is predominantly playing the role in Indian markets going down. Number one. Number two, are these reasons justifiable for further fall in the markets? Probably not, guys. I don't feel so, because a lot of selling has happened. A lot of selling. If I talk about the FII data, February 24th, that is day before yesterday itself, they have done 6,287 crores of selling. 6,287 crores of selling. That is a huge amount of selling which has happened. And if you see the data from October 2024 till now, which is hardly how many months? 4 months? 5 months? In 5 months, they have done 3 lakh crore worth of selling. 3 lakh crores rupees worth of selling they have done in Indian markets. Even with so much of selling, that is why you see a lot of mid cap and small cap stocks have gone for a beating. And still, if you see at indices level, we are still lucky that we are just 14% down. But when you're a matured investor, you don't want to see the indices and decide if markets have corrected a lot or not. Overall, अगर आप देखेंगे indices level पे आपको लगता है 14% correction is not much, but when you look at your portfolios, normally people have their portfolios right now depending on the kind of garbage you are holding in your portfolio and then holding quality stocks in your portfolio. If you have more concentration on large cap or quality stocks, maybe your portfolio would have been down by 20-25%, whereas if you compare it with people who are holding a lot of garbage in their portfolios, they might see their portfolios right now down by 40-50%. But overall, if you look at the FII data clearly showcases that a lot of selling has happened in Indian markets. Is it because of rupee depreciation against dollar, or is it because of the geopolitical tensions in the form of Trump tariffs being introduced, or whatever be the reason for that? But a lot of FII selling has happened. Does that mean that FII are not going to come back to India anytime soon? Probably they have to bring their money back into Indian markets, and they would, I feel they would regret selling at such lower levels, because they might have to buy these stocks again at very high prices. That is how I would like to see. Don't think that I'm trying to be ultra bullish on Indian markets for no reasons. I personally don't see. So I do it like this. If I don't see any reasons why I should be bearish on the market, then I would like to be bullish on the markets. Because if I take the holistic picture, things 1 year, 2 years, 3 years down the line, then I think I have all the reasons to be bullish on the Indian equity markets. Moreover, with this Trump, introducing so many tariff, what they are not understanding in the process is that US is already having a very high concern for its inflation. They are already trying their level best in last couple of years to bring down their inflation, and they are still far away from their targeted inflation. If you see, if the prices of things are being increased because the price of exports are going to go up, from if you see things from Indian perspective, if your exports are getting expensive, then even the imports for US will become expensive. More price being paid for the imports automatically means their inflation will go up. I don't know at what cost Trump is going to discourage import of items. If it comes at a higher inflation, then are they okay with it, or is it going to be sustainable? That is a big question mark. So for US right now, they should be more worried about their inflation, and that probably will play a key role in Trump revisiting his ideas of imposing such aggressive tariff. We don't know how things are going to be placed. There is something called as Trump approval rating, and right now 51% of people in US are of a belief that this aggressive tariff imposition is not good for US, which means more than half of US is now not in favor of Trump imposing such high tariffs. So we really don't know. Moreover, guys, you have to understand, you have to see substance over form. just because something is now going to be pricey when exported from India to US does not mean there will be lower demand for those products. It's not always like आपने दाम बढ़ा दिया तो your product will be less demanded. What if, so let's take one example. Let's say on pharma products 25% extra duties will be imposed now. What if even after paying that 25% extra, the product of India, the pharma product of India, the medicine of India is still much cheaper when compared to its equivalent of US manufactured company. So even though, and it is a necessity good, right? It's not a luxury product that you can do away with it. So even after paying 25% extra, if Indian pharma products are still sasta when compared to US equivalent, then there will not be much fall in the demand. So it's not so easy just because duties are increased, which means there will be lower demand for Indian products, and overall our GDP will go down, our product manufacturing will go down, or our sales will go down. इतना ईजी नहीं है हर चीज़ को इतना ईजिली क्रैक डाउन करना, ब्रेक डाउन करना. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. Suddenly now that we are saying that Tesla will come to India, all Indian auto sector stocks are going down. Is it like that? Seriously? Do you think this is how the economies work? So we are probably right now in such a vulnerable state that any and every news that is coming in, and there is a huge reactions coming in. So overall, if you see the SIP data, guys, I think the last month SIPs inflows have been around 25,000 crores, which is a humongous number. Our GST collections are still on a rise. So overall, things are looking pretty positive. A lot of capex plans are now being done by Adani's and Reliance. Let's hope for the best. Banks are also, since because of this liquidity coming into the banks, banks are also very positive about their upcoming quarters. So overall, I think we have it is now become a game of patience. I know with FNO positions, since we play on margins, yes, it is a little pain right now, because managing those margins just to keep your positions, even though they are hedged positions, I think that becomes a little painful. But as far as your delivery positions are concerned, I think this is the right time to average out on good stocks that you're holding in the portfolio. If you know something that you're holding is fundamentally not strong, then don't try to average it. Keeping it or not keeping it is up to you. But right now, if you ask me, if you're somebody new to the market listening to this video of mine, I personally strongly recommend you that start thinking of putting your money in equity markets. Probably the next 20-25% return on your investments will come in thick and fast, guys. So this is the right time when you have to start your investments. If you're somebody who is already investing in the markets and you want to, increase your allocation to the equity portfolio, this is a good time. No need of SIPs. Just do direct investments in equity right now. SIPs you have to do when you don't have any idea where to put your money, but right now there are plenty of stocks where you can put in your money, guys, and this is a very, very good opportunity. Trust me, remember these videos that I'm making right now and you will thank me later. This is a beautiful opportunity for you. Make the most out of it. Don't just become pessimistic on the markets that yahan se to recovery aana hi nahi hai, we are entering a bear phase, markets are going down. At least don't look at things from global angle. At least for the timing, you have to focus on India, and India is a good growth story, and probably we will have the reflection of it in the equity markets. Maybe not right away, but in a coming quarter or so, you will see Indian equity markets doing very well. Okay, chalo, happy Shivratri to all of you. Har Har Mahadev, and hope Lord Shiva blesses us with good equity markets going forward. And do take care of yourself. Don't get too much tense about your equity portfolios. If you have any doubts in mind, if you are worried about something, you can always drop me a message. But overall, guys, this is the time when you have to learn how to be a matured investor. Don't push the panic button every now and then. Yeah, markets are falling, we all understand that, but understand one thing: when markets go up, it's not gonna continue forever, and when markets go down, it's not gonna continue forever. So just wait and watch. This is a game of patience. You have to trust the stocks that you are buying. As long as you are buying quality scripts, you need not worry about it. Market super जाएगा, उसका tension मत लीजिए. Okay, I'll try to come in next week and again share my summary with you. If you like this video, please leave a comment. That encourages me to make videos. Otherwise, मुझे लगता है मेरा video कोई सुनता ही नहीं, because people are busy watching India's Got Talent. So I don't know if people actually like this kind of content or not. So if you like it, please leave a thumbs up. Please share the video with people so that we get more subscribers on our Insta channel and YouTube, and that will help me to be consistent. Okay, chalo, bye bye. God bless all of you. Thank you. Cheers, guys.